And the players getting reacquainted prior to the tip. A pretty loose atmosphere out there. We're coming at you from the beautiful Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida, home of the Magic. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And as we take a look here at Glenn Davis, guys, what do you think?
Well, Big Baby has that football build, 6'9", close to 300 pounds, but he's surprisingly light on his feet for such a big guy. And he's got a nice touch on that jump shot as well.
Yeah, nice touch and good mobility, and a lot like those tree trunk guys when he sets a screen. Good luck in getting through that. Wow. Last outing for Orlando. They won that game against the Dallas Mavericks.
And they were so proficient in that game offensively, guys. Their passing was dynamic, shot making, really good flow to their offense.
Well, they played a very intelligent game of basketball, Steve, and those two things go hand in hand.
5 to shoot. Miracle Man. And it goes.
Read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Passes to Miracle Man. Hits it from three-point range.
Great exhibition on his part. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance, Clark, here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. And that's not a knock.
Nelson's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Clark, you mentioned Harris's nice combination of size and skill, able to score inside.
Lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
Chalmers pass to Miracle Man. And shot on the way. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The big three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to.
Presented by Sprint.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studios. Such great rivalry going on tonight. Let's check out how the first half has gone. The Heat are doing very well so far. They're certainly playing up to the high standard we've seen through their recent hot streak. Miracle Man just having his way against the Magic. He's up to 14 points, and he's been able to provide some nice assists as well. And the Magic are still in it, going all out. They'd like to forget that first half. Coach has not been happy with what he's seen out there, and they'll likely come out with major adjustments. Jameer Nelson's off to a rough start. Right now, I'm not sure if he could hit water if he fell out of a cliche. He's shooting under 20%. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half. Kevin Harlan, Steve.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And another basket for
There's nothing extra there, so he brings a lot to the table.
Miracle Man, guarded by Harris. Bosch passes to Miracle Man. The drive by LeBron. He kicks to Battier. 6 on the shot clock. Back to LeBron. Miracle Man. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Ways from the point.
Yeah, you know, you're right. For him to be providing the individual scoring he has, as well as keeping all his teammates so involved in the offense, that's a hard job, and it's an ideal combination for a point guard.
Launches it. That falls. Nice feed that time.
Initial season in that campaign, and it obviously showed.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Jason Maxiell.
Well, when the big three came together, they had a lot to deal with in the Southeast. I mean, a strong Orlando team and Atlanta, a team that could give them trouble. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, Southeast, no real match.
A little long.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
That's good. Now it's a 7-point Miami lead to start the fourth. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Heat.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish. And they're attacking football. 6'9", close to 300 lbs. He's as strong as they come, and yet surprisingly as quick-footed as any big man in the league.
The Magic trail by 14. Stolen. Now it's Battier running. He can go all the way. The shot's good from
Always respected Bosch's candor. He's a guy who doesn't bite his tongue, and he articulates what he feels, and I think it's impressive that they fought back to the finals.
Here's Harris. No good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Miracle Man.
You had 33 points tonight. With that great performance offensively, is there anything different you did to facilitate that?
I put up the numbers I did because I played within myself and let the game come naturally. I know as soon as I start forcing things, it'll go downhill in a hurry. We got a great team here, and any one of us could do what I did tonight. I just happened to have the hot hand in this one. Felt good to get the win tonight, man.